Students of class 11, today we are going to talk about projectile motion. Any body which is thrown in a direction other than vertical is called a projectile. Means its path is always a curve-like path which is parabolic, which we shall be proving later on. You see, if we plot a graph of height gained by the projectile and the time lapsed, then this graph will look like this. Here you see v0 is nothing but the initial velocity of the projectile, which is making theta angle with a positive x-axis at the time of projection of the projectile. So therefore the vertical component of the projectile will become v0 sin theta, and the horizontal component of the velocity at the time of projection becomes v0 cos theta. In this case, you see the vertical component of the projectile varies with time. Means as the time passes and it reaches the maximum height, then in that case you see the path of the at the maximum height, the velocity of in vertical direction becomes 0, and then finally it starts increasing while it is moving downwards. So the value of velocity in vertical direction varies with time, but the velocity in horizontal direction, that is v0 cos theta expressed by v0 cos theta, remains constant because of the fact that the gravitational force is never acting in vertically horizontal direction. It is always acting in vertically downward direction. That means acceleration produced due to gravitational force is always vertically downward, so it will have no component along horizontal. Therefore the velocity of projectile along horizontal direction always remains constant throughout the flight till it reaches the ground, and that is always equal to v0 cos theta, which is always a constant. Means it depends on the initial speed at the time of projection of projectile and the angle the projectile is making with the horizontal direction at the time of projection of the projectile. So students, today we are going to find the expression for time of flight of the projectile. You know, at the top, when the projectile reaches the top, the velocity in vertical direction becomes 0. Therefore, using the relation v is equal to u plus at, we have 0 is equal to velocity along vertical direction at the time of projection. It is represented by vy comma 0 and minus gt half. What t half represents? It represents the time, half of the time of flight of the projectile. Means it is the time in which it reaches the top point, and therefore we get rearranging, we get time of the half of the time of the flight to reach also equal to the time required by the projectile to reach the maximum height, equal to v0 sin theta. So therefore the time of flight, which will be twice of the time required to reach the maximum height, becomes 2 into t half. That means 2 into v0 sin theta by g. That is the value of time of flight of the projectile. Now we are going to find the expression for distance covered by the projectile in horizontal direction, that is the horizontal range of the projectile. For that, what we do is we use the relation s is equal to ut, because in this case there is 0 acceleration along the horizontal direction, and when we put the value of u, that is the velocity along horizontal direction, that is v0 cos theta, and multiply it with the time of flight, that is 2 into v0 sin theta by g, and that becomes equal to, so horizontal range becomes equal to v0 square sin 2 theta by g. We have used the relation 2 sin theta cos theta is equal to sin 2 theta, and therefore we got the horizontal range expression for horizontal range of a projectile. But when we consider 2 theta is equal to 90 degree, that means theta is 45 degree. In that case, sin 2 theta becomes sin 90 degrees becomes 1, and therefore the horizontal range becomes maximum, and that therefore we can write the maximum horizontal range of the projectile will be h max is equal to v0 square by g, because sine square sine 2 theta becomes 1. So now thus to achieve we have the practical applications of this derivation, that to achieve the maximum or greatest long jump, javelin throw or discus throw, any projectile, we have to maintain the angle of the direction of projection at 45 degree with the horizontal direction to have the maximum horizontal range covered. Now we move to the next topic, expression for velocity of a projectile at any time during the flight. Now if we consider the case at any time during the flight, as you can see in this figure, that you see the velocity at any time during the flight, let it be vt, and at that time if the velocity, the component of velocity along vertical direction is vy comma t, and component of velocity along horizontal direction is vx equal to v0 cos theta, because the horizontal component of velocity always remains constant. So that we have to find the velocity at any time of the flight. What we do is, we since the vertical and horizontal components of the velocities are at 90 degree to each other, therefore the magnitude of the resultant can be found by the relation using the Pythagoras theorem. Perpendicular square is equal to hypotenuse square plus base square. That means vt is equal to whole under root vyt whole square plus vxt whole square. Now you know the vyt value is how much? We can very much see that vyt means the velocity of the particle along vertical direction after time elapsed t is given by vyt is equal to v0 sin theta minus gt. We have used the relation v is equal to u plus at, and since acceleration due to gravity is acting vertically downward, therefore we have a minus sign g for g. And so now we put the value of vyt and vxt in this expression for vt, and solving we get vt equal to v0 square plus gt square minus 2vg v0 sin theta into gt. And so this is the magnitude of the velocity at any time during the flight. And if we have now calculated the direction, the magnitude of velocity. Now we also need to calculate the direction of the velocity at any time of the flight, during any time of the flight of projectile. Then that can be obtained by the relation tan theta is equal to perpendicular upon base, and therefore tan beta, here we are assuming that the angle the final velocity is making with horizontal is beta. Then we find the relation tan beta is equal to perpendicular, that is vyt, divided by horizontal, that is vxt, and therefore we get tan beta is equal to vyt by vxt, and that becomes equal to tan beta equal to v0 sin theta by v0 cos theta minus gt by v0 cos theta, because we have used the relation vyt equal to v0 sin theta minus gt, and that way on solving we get tan beta is equal to tan theta minus gt by v0 sin theta, cos theta, sorry. So that way we have calculated the direction of the velocity at any point of time during the flight of the projectile.